worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Hey, the heavyweights. We talk about them pretty much every day now. Joseph Parker, Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, all undefeated, all heavyweight champions. We got three of them. Well, the closest fight to happening is Anthony Joshua versus Joseph Parker. We know they're in negotiations. We know they're trying to make that one happen for early 2018. Now, the newest news is the promoter for Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn, who had said that single digits apart in negotiations. Well, he said that he could probably finalize this thing in the next 2 weeks. He's going to try to confirm it for everybody in the next 2 weeks. The promoter of Joseph Parker wants to fly over, seems, and so they can meet under four eyes. He says things can get done. Just don't leave the room until we can get this deal done. So, that just sounds like he's hungry. Who knows if it's the truth? But it sounds like he's hungry. It's a new news because it seems like they're vigorously trying to make this thing happen. Now, they're single digits apart. We could speculate, some Joseph Parker wanted at least 40%, went down to 35. Eddie Hearn then said 35, not going to be good either. So they're single digits apart. Whatever. What we want is the fight because it's still a form of unification, right? Gives us one less problem. Somebody going to have 3 belts after that fight. That's what we want. We don't care which one it happens, if it's Joseph Parker against Wilder or Joshua or whatever. These 3 guys have to figure out who's the best. And, I'm just saying, I know that Anthony Joshua's team would rather have this one first and get to Wilder later in the summer, or hopefully Tyson Fury can lose some weight so they can get that one first probably. Probably what the best case scenario would be from Anthony Joshua's perspective. But what I remind people is, sometimes don't mess around and think Joseph Parker is the easy opponent. You can ask Mike Tyson about that, because like I've repeated several times, they thought Evander Holyfield was the easy opponent. And we'll get to Lennox Lewis later. And, we got to Lennox Lewis later, but that was too late from his perspective. Lewis was fine. But I'm just saying, that Holyfield thing didn't pan out, did it? Right? The easier one. We messing around thinking it's Joseph Parker because some people just refuse to see what the man has done and is doing. Then just be careful about that. Because that so-called easy opponent is not that. Your boy Anthony Joshua will have to be ready. We talked about it. They both said what they want to weigh. And, they seem to be talking to each other and they seem to be on. It seems like both camps want to make this fight happen. The fighters seem to already be focusing on that other guy. Now they both have options. If it doesn't happen from Joseph Parker's perspective, maybe he'll go the Lucas Brown route. Or Anthony Joshua can go any route. We know that. So they do have options. But I do think the unification is playing a priority in both of these guys' minds. And it would help both of their legacies. It's a good fight for both fighters. It's important for both fighters. So, hey, in 2 weeks, seems like we're going to get some information. Come on, Eddie, make this happen. Double Sports Talk, worldwide. I'm about to hear y'all.